Welcome back, guys. I have a court case video. It's a case between a tenant and landlord. Before we dive into today's video, my shout out goes to court watchers for making this reaction possible. The Heated Confrontation. The first case involves a tenant, Mr. Ellison, who owes back rent from November. When asked a simple yes or no question about payment, he becomes defensive and begins to yell at the judge. As someone who watches a lot of these proceedings, this video is a perfect example of right message, wrong delivery.
This is failure to pay rent. Rent is $10.99 a month. He owes November, December, and the prorated $58.87.
It broke up right in the middle of your recitation, Ms. Karkos. I heard November through 4, and then it paused. So what's the with proration, what's the total?
The proration is $2,658.87.
All right. CARES property?
It is the notice to vacate. There's a 30-day notice to vacate given on November 13th. There's no subsidies. We're seeking back rent, court costs, and possession.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ellison. Thank you for your patience with us today.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome, ma'am. Go ahead.
All right. Ms. Karkos is here. She works on behalf of a company called Nationwide, and your landlord, El Prado, and many others employ her to come to court for them. So if you've never seen her or heard her name, that's why. But Ms. Karkos got information from the landlord, and they said the case is non-payment. So she said rent is $10.99 a month, and then it remains unpaid since November. Is that all correct, Mr. Ellison?
First of all, ma'am, that is not correct because we paid following 1,105, which was 1,105. Somehow the landlord was. I have a lot. I mean, I already took my notes. I'm getting my child right now, but I can't say pertinent other stuff that needs to be addressed.
Mr. Ellison, you can win your case very, very quickly with me. This is not a big cost. Did you pay rent of the amount you're owing in the month of November? Did you pay your rent in full? Yes or no?
No, not for November, but only it was October.
I'm asking about November because we're not here about anything. November, December, and January. Did you pay your rent in full in November?
No, ma'am. I had someone that I was already getting rental assistance that I was getting blocked it from, and I have my notes right here that I wrote that I'm trying to specifically tell y'all because that's what prohibited me because I never go without paying my rent. I've been 2 years of paying rent. Matter of fact, I've been investigating.
Mr. Ellison, you're beginning to yell at me.
I've been investing in real estate. Period.
Mr. Ellison, you're yelling at me.
No, I'm just saying.
Mr. Ellison.
No, I'm not.
You're being disrespectful, and I want to hear what you have to tell me.
Ma'am, you're not understanding. The landlord put my family in a hardship. Okay, I have children who are autistic. Okay, so one child that's waiting to go to school, the other child at school. But it somehow, when I have a job to go around their schedule, it's be conflicted with their situation. So it causes a hardship at my doorstep. Not to mention the harassment, the retaliation, the damage in my vehicles.
Mr. Ellison, I'm gonna have to mute you. You're not related to what I'm here for. I want to know if you didn't pay November's rent, if there's a reason you weren't able to pay sufficient for you to have a legal defense. That's all I want to know. Mr. Ellison, you can unmute yourself now, but please remember we're here for a very specific issue.
Okay, just a second. Now, the reason why I wasn't able to pay is because my children's situation. Their stuff are severe. Okay, you have to have a caregiver. Okay, stuff like that. As an employment, you going around their schedule. Somehow, it causes a conflict. It wasn't aware I wasn't able to pay my rent because I get out here and pay my rent. As a kid, I always get up and make sure. As a young child, I had possibilities as a man, either get a job trade or get a job. So I know how to get out here and make bills and make sure all my bills is paid. Somehow It's the mess that's going around that conflicts at my doorstep that stopped me from paying my rent. And then when I heard one of them say, "Oh, you forgot to pay your rent," I'm like, I'm never late to pay my rent. Every time when I get paid, I always make sure my rent is paid. I gave them within a year or two of rent investments. So somehow we all hit rock bottom, and I ain't gonna lie about it. We all hit rock bottom. Whether it's a financial, it's a loss, or it's a job, or it's someone that terminated you for the skin of your color or discriminating. So we all hit rock bottom. I'm just gonna be honest. But it's always a way to get back up and get back on your feet and get out here and get something going. There's no excuses of not trying to make sure that you're able to pay my rent. Now, I'm just waiting on inheritance because otherwise I could pay my rent. I could knock that rent. You know, that's all I'm saying. But it's the land that
Judgment for the
costs.
plaintiff, $2,658 in back rent. Either party can appeal. You have 5 days to appeal. Appeal bond will be $1,099, equal to 1 month of rent. All parties are excused. Thank you very much.
Your Honor, what was that number again? I'm sorry.
2658.
Wait. What did you say,
and then the
ma'am?
appeal bond is $10.99, equal to 1 month of rent. Yes, Mr.
Thank
Ellison,
What
the
did
judgment,
you just say?
I'm trying to repeat myself, Mr. Ellison. The judgment is $2,658. That's back rent plus cost of court. Either party can appeal. We'll put the appeal bond equal to 1 month of rent, $10.99. We're going to email you information to both parties about your appeal deadlines and your appeal rights. We're going to send you that via email so you get it quickly. We'll also mail it to you. All right, all parties are excused.
Honestly, my heart goes out to him. You can hear the desperation in his voice when he talks about his kids. However, as a creator reacting to this, I have to point out that he played himself. The judge was actually trying to help him find a legal defense, but he kept pivoting back to his life story. Pro tip for anyone in court: answer the judge's question first, then add the context. If you lead with the emotion, the judge can't find the legal facts they need to rule in your favor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Peterson. Are you owner, agent, counsel?
Owner, yeah.
All right. And do I have someone here on behalf of Jennifer Bailey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. Bailey. Thank you for being present. All right. Mr. Peterson, tell me why this eviction was filed.
Non-payment of rent, December,
Okay. How much is the monthly rent?
$14.45.
Is there any subsidy directly to you from the government?
No subsidies, no military. Yeah.
Okay. And what months remain unpaid?
December and January.
Is the property under the CARES Act?
I'm sorry?
Does your property or does the property fall under the CARES Act?
No.
All right. And then what day was notice to vacate?
19th of December.
Good afternoon, Ms. Bailey. Thank you for your patience. Ms. Bailey, can you hear me all right?
Yes. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you. Mr. Peterson's here. He says that the reason they're bringing the case today is one related to finances. So my first question is it correct that the monthly rent is $1,445?
Yes.
All right. And then Mr. Peterson said rent's been unpaid for December and January. Is that also correct?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Bailey, with that information, the landlord meets their burden under Texas law for a case like this. Can I answer any questions for you? Is there any information that you're wanting to share? Or, this is where we certainly give you an outcome and then we explain the appeals deadline for you. But immediately, any questions that jump up?
Your Honor, I asked the landlord if we could do a brief continuance. He and I were working on a payment arrangement to cover the past due and then make a plan forward. And I received I've applied for all of the assistance programs I can, and the holiday just caused a big break in everybody's ability to and the ability to seek that kind of assistance. So I'm still waiting on those resources that may be able to help. And I'm hoping to be able to stay here. I believe that we were able to, if we could make an agreement, and I asked him if we could reset like tomorrow or the next day, just give me a little bit more time to decide to figure out what is the best that I need to do and how I can come up with, the path forward and back to pay Bob. So I
This was heartbreaking in a different way. She did everything right. She was polite, she applied for assistance, and she communicated with the landlord. Seeing her still get evicted shows how black and white the law is. It's a stark reminder that even if you are a model tenant going through a rough patch, the law prioritizes the property contract over personal circumstances. My
had an email that he had said, like, we were going to, it's just a hearing, and if we do, even, he said this just starts a slow process next, and if I'm able to come up with some amount, then he and I could talk about that at that time, and that was today, and I appreciate that very much, and I also just, want to maintain the housing and address other concerns while I've been trying to be honest with him about what's going on, and I'm hoping for just a brief continuance on either our ability to make an arrangement before an eviction happens, and I would like to have an amicable arrangement with him. And I pursued some of the resources like the Travis County path that he suggested, and I'm just waiting on things like that. But I'm just hoping for a little bit more time, and I appreciate his opportunity to reconsider. Thank you.
Peterson, Ms. Bailey, I appreciate that. That's good information here. Mr. Peterson, I'll say you have many options. Today is your day. We're here for a hearing, and certainly we can proceed. If you'd like to take a continuance as the plaintiff, you could do that, and we could reset the case, to next week, to Tuesday, if that would give you all an opportunity. Immediately, what would you, as first place, Mr. Peterson, what would you like to do? It is your case. You have all of your options. There's no right or wrong way to proceed today.
I'm looking for possession, and Miss Bailey will have 5 more days before I can do anything to come up with financing. So that's where I'm sitting today.
All right. Well, then, Ms. Bailey, Mr. Peterson would like a final decision today, and he has met the burden, and you've acknowledged that there's no doubt that there's been a non-payment situation. What I can do is I'm going to give you an amount today. Then you have 5 days to either appeal or come to some agreement with Mr. Peterson whereby he wishes to withdraw the verdict. He does not have to do that, though. I'll be very, very clear, Ms. Bailey. Mr. Peterson will have won his case today, and unless you appeal or he does something, that judgment would become final against you on day 6. That's also the day at which, the soonest day at which he could remove you or your items from the unit. So if you're still there or you still have your items in it, those things can stay for the next 5 days. It's on day 6 that the landlord has the right to receive a writ of possession.
Okay, and are you able to, is that our ability to for us to make an agreement in the meantime and him to change that? Is that something that's in writing in this judgment, or?
It's never in writing. It's just, it is what it is, right? If the landlord tells me tomorrow, hey, I don't need that anymore, they can ask me to set it aside, and within my discretion in 5 days, I can do that. But the landlord must take some action. They have absolutely no legal duty to do that. You absolutely have the right to appeal. If you don't appeal and you have not vacated, legally the soonest the landlord can make you leave is day 6. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, that's me having all the legal information. Certainly, though, y'all can talk to each other and learn more what's going on in the situation. But from a contract perspective, it's a judgment for the plaintiff. Mr. Peterson, I calculate $14.45 all of December. For January, I got $605. That's at $46 a day. So I have total judgment to the plaintiff, $2,050 plus the cost of court. Either party can appeal. The appeal bond will be $14.45, which is 1 month of rent. All right. Very, very best of luck to both parties. Again, if y'all come to some agreement, have to know within 5 days. But Ms. Bailey, very best of luck to you. All right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you both. I appreciate it. Also, aside, my husband would love the name of your company, Road Warrior.
Get an old car and he can do it. Thank you.
All right. Good luck, everyone. Thank y'all.
My constructive criticism for the court. I think the court could benefit from a brief Know Your Rights or Procedures video or flyer before these Zoom calls start. Many tenants think they are there to tell their story when they are actually there to provide evidence. If Mr. Ellison knew that his child's health wasn't a legal defense for non-payment, he might have focused more on the retaliation he mentioned, which could actually be a defense. Should judges have more equitable discretion to delay evictions for families with special needs children, or would that be unfair to landlords who have their own bills to pay? Let me know what you think in the comments.